Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank Chorus Worldwide and Pixel Pulps for a copy of Mothman 1966. I am playing this on Xbox. This isn't the first Chorus Worldwide game I've played. In fact, I already have a few of them on my channel. I'm excited to dive into this. The music's already good. I'm liking the pixel dark-esque vibe going on right now. Let's jump right in. Prologue, halt. Press A. Okay, I could do that. 3 red and 5 black in the discard pile. Of the 6 card face up on the counter, 2 are red and 4 are black. So 5 red in all and 9 black. You have no more moves, so you have to bet now. Black card or red card? Oh, I probably should have been paying attention. Gonna go with red. With so many black cards drawn, it feels natural to choose red. Numbers should be on your side. Even though you've already chosen, you decide to stay away from the counter. You can't bear losing again. You think of your grandma Elsie trying to win at solitaire for over 60 years. You take a deep breath and keep sweeping. Elsie's been paralyzed from the waist down since she was 21. Your mom was only 2 months old. The winter Elsie taught you to play solitaire. Your parents and sister had been dead for almost a year, and you'd already begun to forget their faces. Although you cook for her, do her laundry, bathe, and even dress her, it still feels like she's the one taking care of you. You close your eyes and almost feel Elsie stroking your hair. You're 11 years old again, kneeling next to her bed, crying your heart out. Suddenly, the bell rings and you feel an invisible force trying to drag you into the present. Look through the windows. Keep your eyes closed. Oh, I want to see what's going on. Those fucking kids. The first brat is followed by 2 more. They step on the hose and activate the bell for a second and a third time. You don't know what comes over you, but you yell some things at them that you're too ashamed to remember. You justify yourself thinking that they might be the ones who got into your garage that night and stole some parts of the replica machine gun you're building. You won't let anyone mess with your projects. The Winans steam machine gun is the jewel of your collection. The kids yell at you, "Old freak," and laugh sheltered by the distance. Deep down, you know that it can't be them. How would they know which parts of the machine gun were worth stealing? Anyway, that guard dog's being brought over in a few days, and you'll be able to stop worrying. Go back in, check the hose. Go back in. You try to calm down. You look at the shelves and think of the solitaire your grandma taught you. Your grandma always said that everyone has their place in the world, and that people keep dancing around it without ever reaching it. To win this solitaire, you have to stop dancing. You know that the chances of winning are incredibly low, almost 0. You can't bring yourself to turn over the next card and decide to start sorting the shelves instead. Doing simple jobs builds up your self-confidence and provides you some illusions of control. Grab something from the upper shelf. Grab something from the middle shelf. Grab something from the lower shelf. I'm going to go with the lower one because it's the only one that has like one of each item. That's what I'm going to do. See what happens. I'm going to grab the box. Replace something from the upper shelf. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to grab the bottle. And then I'm going to put the bottom in the bottom, and I'm going to take the can. Can's going to go in the middle, and I'm going to take the bottle. And then I'm going to put it in the empty spot in there. There you go. Check shelves. Good. 1 type of product on each shelf. Yep. That's what I did. Oh, what's this? Here come the man in black. I was just kidding though. It's not actually the man in black, is it? You scratch your head. This time, sorting the shelves doesn't help. First of all, one thing I will already say about this game is that this is bringing me back. I feel like I was playing games like this on my really, really old rickety computer back in like elementary school. And that's, not like in school, but like, like when I was that age, like school age kid. Yeah. So I'm getting that like vibe right now, You feel the same urgency as before, and you can't think of anything else. Is the card going to be read? You need it to be read. Suddenly the air seems heavy, and you find it a bit difficult to breathe. 3 men in black are staring at you. Here come the men in black. I should go buy a lottery ticket. Through the window, you see a black Cadillac by the pump. Yes? You wish you'd asked them how they got into the station without you hearing the door open, or how they left the car there without the bell ringing. But that trembling yes was the only thing you managed to utter. The moose. The moose? After a few seconds of not receiving any response, you decide to break the silence. Give them direction to the moose. Ask them what's up with the moose. Ask them. We're going to ask them what's going on with the moose, I think. You bought a woman a whiskey. You don't know if it's the right move, but you try to relax and be more friendly. Do you know of a more effective way to socialize? You told her the dream about your grandma. A chill runs through your body. It's been a few weeks since that night, and even though you had a good time with Martha and have no regrets, something about the way these men in black ask their question makes you uneasy. What do you want to know? Granny in the forest. One of the men farther back lets out a cracking noise. You look at him believing he's laughing, but the man in black's expression doesn't change. Ask them why they want to know. Tell them about your dream. Ask them why they want to know. Why you want to know my business? No one answers. It's like they're waiting for another response. Tell them about your dream. Well, I don't have a choice now. My grandma has been bedridden for over 60 years, but in the dreams I saw her running through the woods. Start from the beginning, and don't omit any details. You don't know if it's the way they look at you or because of a certain authority in their voice, but you tell them everything about the dream. 5 or 6 weeks ago, you woke up in the middle of the night, certain that something had happened to your grandma. You ran up to her room, and Elsie wasn't in bed. The window was wide open. You ran to it and saw someone walking through the trees. It was her, and she was holding a rifle of the kind your ancestors would have carried in the Civil War. You tried to call out to her. Your grandma started running and shot 2 or 3 times into the blackness of the forest. You were about to go down to find her when a winged figure, glowing red eyes, appeared in front of the window and screamed. You stumbled backwards, and after hitting your head on the bedpost, you lost consciousness. You woke up in your bed and remembered the dream almost instantly. You went up to the stairs 2 at a time and opened the door to her room. Your grandmother slept peacefully. On the bedside table was a glass of milk you bring her every night and the deck of cards she uses to play solitaire. During the days that followed, you tried to convince yourself that it had all been a dream, even though you couldn't explain where the little stitches at the base of your skull had come from. After a few seconds, one of the men in black speaks again. The spots on her leg predate her birth, Holt. What is he talking about? Is he referring to the dozen of moles on your grandma's legs? And what do they mean by saying those spots predate her birth? Elsie always makes the same joke when you sponge her calves. Be thankful that you have to clean my legs and not my grandfather's. According to what she told you, her granddad had been shot dead by an experimental weapon early in the Civil War when his legs were ripped to shreds. The Winning Steam Gun, son, a machine gun that doesn't appear in any book. You think about the replica you are putting together in the workshop and you wonder if it was the man in black who had stolen those pieces. You're not telling anyone else about this visit, Holt. You start to complain when one of the men in black picks up a card from the counter. The top card of the deck. The crunch horrifies you. Ooh, that would be kind of scary. The teeth of the man in black seem to tear more than simply paper. He's tossed it in the air. Desperate, you throw yourself under the counter and look for the card. Your heart is pounding. Is it gonna be red or black? You look out the window and you don't see the Cadillac. You walk to where the car was parked a few moments ago. You step on the hose and the bell rings. What the fuck? Jack of diamonds. Red, I knew it. You think about the edge one of the men in black tore off, and you remember the noise he made when he chewed it. Was it a threat? A warning? You wonder if you should tell your grandma everything that happened, or you just keep your mouth shut and keep playing solitaire with a marked card. I love the retro vibe, man. I'm digging this game. The eeriness, everything. Oh, now we're chapter 1 and we're Lee. Who's Lee? What's wrong? I told you, it's nothing. That damn pause again. There's something she's not saying. The Mustang purrs. You shake your head, feeling sad inside. The sound of an engine hides no secret. Lee, you're right. You bite your lip and sigh. Why is everything so damn hard? Victoria settles into her seat. Let's start over, okay? Where are we going? Answer the question. Keep quiet. I'm gonna tell her where we're going. I'm not a creep. It's a surprise. Please. No, Vic. Have some patience. You'll never forget this night. Victoria giggles and you think this is the best gift in the world. For a moment, you forget all the previous discussions, your obsessions. A giggle, a friendly gesture, making someone feel good ain't rocket science. You look at the clock and can't believe your eyes. You left your house on time, but you're pretty late. How could you? You step on the gas. Lee. Lee. You scratch the side of your head. Wow, you really hate being told how to drive. Lee, why doesn't she just tell you to slow down? You take your foot off the gas. Thanks. You're trying your best. You really think Victoria could be the one? The one. Your dad once said the perfect woman doesn't exist. Couples form when people get tired of looking and just give up. Yo, that's not right. That's not true. Your dad was wrong. Okay? Your dad was wrong. Remember your mother's rants, all those women's names she rattled off as if they were part of an endless grocery list. You won't end up like him. Anything but that. You try to smile and force yourself to be more cheerful. You want a clue? Yes. Victoria looks into your eyes and you feel a warmth on your face that takes you by surprise. I feel like we're gonna crash. You felt the same thing the first time you saw her in college. You keep looking at her for a few seconds. That seems like forever. What? Do I have a booger? No, you don't have a booger. Where? You can't help laughing out loud and have a hard time containing the urge to kiss her. Give her a clue about the origin. Give her a clue about the date. Give her a clue about the myth. Let's go with the origin. It comes from far away. Victoria makes a gesture for you to complete the sentence. You just shrug. It comes from far away. I mean, that could be anything. Guess then. The circus? Cold. Give her a clue about the date. It happened 100 years ago. Victoria answers almost immediately. After all, you're both majoring in history. The end of the Civil War? No, not in 1865. I mean exactly 100 years ago, Vic. Oh, let me think then. You're running out of time. There was a cholera outbreak in 1866, right? Freezing cold. And how twisted do you think I am to set up a date themed around a cholera outbreak from a century ago? Give her a clue about the myth. One would be a source of superstition, but we're talking thousands. A source of superstition? A black cat? Victoria looks at you, expectantly desperate to be right. No, Vic, just give me a minute. You won't guess it unless you reach out to open your glove box and Victoria grabs your wrist. Better leave it to me. Victoria opens the glove box and examines its contents. A folder, a box, a flashlight. What are you looking for exactly? Tell her to look at the folder. Tell her to look in the box. Tell her to look under the flashlight. Look in the box. Victoria takes out the box and opens it. Let's see what you've been hiding. You think about saying something, but you instantly regret it and keep your mouth shut. Spare change, a lighter, a pack of cigarettes. Nothing to worry about, I reckon. Keep looking, please. Let's take a look under the flashlight, because the folder seems too obvious. A book. 1966 Shelby Mustang, the car handbook. Nope, not that. What else? So it's the obvious folder then that I should have been looking at this whole time. Victoria opens the folder and examines the documents. Some papers, insurance details. Do you want me to read some of this? You shake your head. Tell her to see if there's something more. Already got everything out. 1 second, there's this too. Victoria stretches out her hand and you finally grab the map you wanted. It was folded against the bottom of the glove box. You start talking and Victoria interrupts you. Hold that thought while I put everything back. You put the map on the dashboard while Victoria puts away the folder, the box, the flashlight. Vic, you know I like it tidy in there. Ha, very funny. Vic flicks through the book she found. Red Badge of Courage. Haven't you read this book 1,000 times already? You know she's testing you. Vic knows exactly why you carry it everywhere. The novel that portrays the era you're obsessed with like no other. What the hell is this? Suddenly you remember you're using the pencil sketch that Victoria drew of you in one of your classes as a bookmark. A sketch she begged you with tears in her eyes to destroy and you swore you already had. Vic, I'm sorry. I swear. Watch out. You swerve to avoid a shape in the road. Victoria looks back. Lee, we almost ran that thing over. You put your hand on Vic's shoulder, trying to reassure her. Victoria points ahead. Just keep your eyes on the road, please. She's doing it again, telling you how to drive. At least this time she's came right out with it instead of just saying Lee disapprovingly. You try to control yourself, but it's hard. It's not just this last thing, but the buildup of all the small gestures. You take the map and throw it on her lap. Victoria raises her arm in disbelief. The Leonides, Victoria. We're going to have dinner watching the Leonides. The Leonides? The Leonids? Yeah, one of those. Victoria says nothing. Forgive me for trying to arrange the perfect date. You try to keep silent, but you can't hold it in. A meteor shower, a phenomenon associated with the passage of the Tuttle comet every 30 years. Victoria keeps staring ahead. In 1866, there was one of the most spectacular meteor showers ever recorded. I saw some lithographs in the library. Victoria doesn't even move. Everyone makes a wish on a shooting star. Imagine how many wishes you can make with thousands of stars shooting through the sky. Victoria settles in her seat. You know what, Lee? Shut up. You've never heard that tone before from her. Just keep quiet until we reach. She pauses as she examines the map you threw on her lap. Holt Station. You feel your heart pounding. Your hands are shaking. That's what she wants. For you to keep quiet. For you not to say a goddamn word. Your hands grip the wheel tight. All the preparations you made for tonight. Your friend Freddie had worked out the ideal place to see them in all their splendor, away from the city lights. And when you noticed Holt Station was inside the era, you didn't hesitate. But now Vic had ruined it. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Something hits the Mustang antenna. What the hell is that? Stop, Lee, stop. Stop the car. Don't stop the car. Listen, this is like a retro horror movie. We're stopping the car. You slam on the brakes. Instinctively, you put a hand in front of Victoria to keep her from hitting the windshield. You get out of the car and find a dead bat in front of the headlights. The animal had hit the antenna and somehow got entangled. Oh, is it Vecna? You can't believe it. What are the odds of something like this happening? Don't bats have some advanced echolocation system like a submarine sonar? What starts as a simple grunt in your throat emerges as a helpless scream. Fuck! This is what I get for trying to do something different. We should have gone to the movies. Lee, Vic's whispering. It doesn't take long to see why. What the hell is that thing? Over there, the coyote is watching you from where the dark of the forest meets the light of the moon. Vic, we got this. It's not interested in us. You point to the dead bat. They're scavengers. You hear a growl that quickly multiplies. Suddenly you're surrounded. It's not the first time you've faced coyotes in the woods, but you aren't taking any chances. When I say run to the car as fast as you can, you try to recall all the advice you heard for the situations like these. Make lots of noise, wave your arms around. One of the coyotes in the front of you approaches. Yell and gesture. Run to the car? Oh gosh. I'm going to go with yell and gesture, I think. Yell at one of the coyotes on the side of the car. Yell at one of the coyotes on the other side of the car. Don't yell right now. At one on this side of the car. Yell at the coyote in the center, I think. The coyote closest to you leaps forward with a savage bite. Oh no! Encouraged by your scream, the rest of the coyotes soon join in the feast. Oh gosh, we died, bros. Let's try to run for the car, but that coyote's in the way. Now. Yeah, we died. Now the one behind you to your right. Okay, so it's not the one behind me to my right. The one in the center again. Oh, dang it. Shit. 3 coyotes advance at one. Yelling or waving your arms around won't be enough this time. Bang the hood. Run to the car. Yeah, bang the hood, I think. Like, super loud noise might help. The trick seems to work and all the coyotes back down. No coyote advanced this time. It's your chance to go on to the offensive. Throw a stone, run to the car. I think run to the car. Now. Dang it! I guess this time I gotta throw a stone, right? Running to the car didn't help. You crouch down and find 4 stones. You pick them up. Throw at one of the coyotes on the side of the car. Yeah. I'm thinking the one in the center first. The stone flies to the right in the middle of the coyote, making the closest one retreat. Throw a stone. Alright. On my side again, the one to my right. He's gone. I should have 2 stones left, right? Retreats and you feel more and more confident. Run to the car. Now, you get in the car, close the doors, and Victoria starts laughing. Although you know the reaction is more adrenaline than anything else, you start laughing too and then kiss her. You start up the car and the V8 roars into life. You resume the trip. After a few wordless minutes, you suddenly remember something. Holt, Vilk, we're going to Holt's gas station. Victoria starts whistling. The doubts, the fears, everything seems a bit ridiculous now. You think about the plans you made for tonight and smile. You really like to hear her whistle. All right. Chapter 2 is Victoria, but this is where we're going to end it. Thank you, Chorus Worldwide, LCB Game Studios, Pixel Pulps for a copy of Mothmen 1966. Really enjoyed this one on Xbox. Listen, it got scary, it got good, it got creepy, all of the above. I hope you guys check it out. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you thought. And as always, for all your indie content, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and I'll catch all you amazing humans on the next one.